Sounds like a very
I really hope that came there. I don't think it did.
feels like the name of like a Scottish whiskey or
You guys
something.
got to do another one?
Like a Struth.
And you're on it.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
yeah,
put
but-
your-
Welcome back, Marty.
You're still, yeah.
Holy shit.
Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show.
This is where it gets fun. So this is the third episode. I'm sorry, fourth episode, because we fucked up, Daryl.
We did.
You and I did.
No, I tried to set it
explicitly.
up. Because I said, welcome back, Jim. You've been
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
And you didn't edit and you just went off on your own thing.
I apparently missed it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Alcohol wasn't even a factor.
Not at that point, no.
Was Vaseline used?
Well,
What the fuck?
there is always time for there's always time for lubricant. What was that movie? Evolution.
Well, I just asked because he said somebody fucked up.
Wow.
What is it? Your birthday? Come on.
No, not till October. Thank you.
So, I guess apparently, I went into the beer collection and I was responsible for picking beers. And apparently, the New Glarus Spotted Cow has already been sampled on the show, but we're going to do it again because I didn't get to weigh in my opinion.
Oh, you missed out. 'Cause it's actually pretty good.
I know it is. I love this beer.
I was impressed with it.
Moo.
This is
So
a
I guess.
great
It looks
beer.
like it might be a good ale.
It's a good beer. I'm going to anchor and go ahead and say I like it a lot. I was actually last week. So, I've got a lot of like hardwood trees, like oak trees and maple trees and things around my house. And so we have leaves like bad. You got to do leaves a couple times in the summer, or I'm sorry, fall. And so I went out and did leaves, and like there's still leaves on the hardwood trees. Like they're still dropping leaves. You got, a couple more weeks of leaves. Nope. This year it started snowing and raining real quick. And so all the leaves got snowed and wet, and you can't blow them when they're wet. And
I mean, that's
so,
You need to go down. You need to go down County Line. Have you been down County Line lately?
oh, it's not too far from me. Not recently.
Okay, because going to the
26 miles.
dinner last night, it's like a small Bobcat,
Ooh.
but it's got a unit on the front
Like the creature or the
No,
farming tool?
farming
Yeah.
tool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
with a blower. It blows leaves.
Oh man, that would save me.
And this guy's it's all trees. And I watched him because I was there a month ago. He was out there driving this thing around, and he's blowing all the leaves off his property.
Man, so the problem is like where we're at the end of the road. Everyone's shit blows into our house.
You blow it to the neighbor's house.
Yeah. And so this week it'd been particularly dry, and all the leaves in the yard were dry. I'm like, oh, I got to do leaves. It's gonna rain tomorrow, and I knew I had a couple of these New Glarus in the fridge that Daryl gave me. So I went out and was waiting for Kaylin to come home to bring dinner, and I'm like, well, I got like an hour, so I went out there and blow leaves. And my favorite thing about doing leaves is I always drink beer because you got to stand there and watch them burn. You got to make sure the wind doesn't blow burning leaves anywhere.
I mean,
and
it's only safe when you have a fire. You have to observe,
to
fire watch.
stand there.
It's called fire watch.
Get to stand there with my New Glarus.
Yeah.
And I was waiting on dinner. I skipped lunch, so I was, it's like 6 p.m. I haven't eaten anything all day. I'm like, but I got 2 New Glarus in me, and I'm feeling pretty good. So by the time the Chinese food showed up, I was feeling fantastic. I was, well, it's time to
I haven't
time to
had
switch.
Chinese food when I'm drunk in a long time, but it sounds
I
great.
did that one year. I blew all the leaves into the ditch in front of the house. Right, I'm on a gravel road. Blew them into the ditch.
Yeah, same. Yep.
So I went out there and I lit it. I'm standing there. I went and grabbed the blower.
Oh, to get the wind going? Yeah.
Man, you can burn leaves in about 20 minutes.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
So
And I burned all the leaves in 20 minutes.
I bought a
Now what do I do?
You mean 40 minutes, because you still had beer to drink. And, you can't go back in the house until the leaves are done.
Well, I bought a weed burner from Harbor Freight, and it's basically just a flamethrower. You connect it to your propane tank, and now like I'll line up the
You're
leaves
speaking redneck language. I like where this is going.
along my driveway and along the road, and I'll just walk with that weed burner and just hold down the thing and just walk, and it's like every like 5 or 6 inches it catches on fire and the whole pile goes up. But every time you're out doing leaves and burning leaves, the neighbors are doing the same thing. So
But
soon as everyone's piles are going around fire, everyone converges at my house, and now we've got like
'Cause you got
10
all the beer.
neighbors. Yep.
See, I'm not a city life person. Not that you're in the city, but that makes me excited. And I don't ever want neighbors, but I like the
my
idea of
neighbors
the
are far
camaraderie in
away.
it.
My
They
neighbors are
they
pretty far
I've been
away,
there.
and everyone. I'm literally the end of a dead end dirt road, and everyone is retired except my wife and I. So like they all come over, and we're all standing
like
there
that.
and like having beer and like driving in the side by sides. The
I like
one neighbor
that.
drove up on the lawnmower, the other one's on the side by side, the other one's on the 4-wheeler, and noticed one of them had a half smoked joint behind his ear, and I was like, oh, do you want me to roll us a fresh one? He's like, well, I didn't know you get down like that. I said, look at me. He's like, look at me. Like I didn't know you smoked. I was like, look at me. Come on.
See, I've always said this. My ultimate goal in life, I want to live in the middle of nowhere to the point that I could go out on my back porch, butt ass naked, shoot a 50 cal rifle, and nobody's gonna
You know what?
hear
That's
me.
when I had a realtor. I told her, I said, I want to be able to step out on my back porch naked with my AR-15 and shoot. And I said, that's the kind of house I want. And she found a couple of them, but we ended up where we're at. And I still
could still
could,
do
but
it. You
I
could
still
still
could,
do it.
but I don't want to. It's
Why the hell not? I'll do it.
no, it's
Not really. I won't.
There's
do that.
something about the idea of like hot projectiles being anywhere near me naked. It's like cooking
That's
bacon
fair.
naked.
That's
Don't
fair.
cook bacon naked. Don't shoot your AR naked.
When I qualified, so one of my previous places of employment,
We have no beer. First
to
of all,
carry while I'm on the clock, I had to qualify with an instructor. So I did, and in the middle of my class, I had a piece of hot brass
Pass the
run down
Dutchie
the
to the
front of my
left.
shirt, and I'm in the middle of my cert test, and I had hot right down my shirt, and I'm sitting there. I'm shooting at the target like, shit. And people can't see this, but I held the gun in a safe manner, finger off the trigger, pointing down in a safe direction. And I'm trying to vent my shirt to keep it from melting my shirt or burning me. And the instructor's laughing. Shout out to Dutch. And we're going to have Dutch on the show one of these days. I've got to get him on here.
I would love to talk about firearm safety while we drink beer.
So I got another guy I could get on the show, too. I mentioned him earlier.
You want me to go
a
out to
couple
the car
weeks
and
ago.
get my gun?
No, no. Firearm safety and that's one thing is I would and I know plenty of people who like we'll go to deer camp and we'll take out some beer and go hunting, and I'm like, I will never mix alcohol and firearms. Like those are two different hobbies for me, and they are not to align in my opinion. And that's just me. That's just who I am.
It's not a bad thing.
I know it's not. Because I know even
I'm
the
gonna leave
most
the
tenured
conversation
sober
there.
individuals,
You would not believe how many guns they gave away last night.
oh man,
At
that's why I
at
wanted
There
to
was
go.
gun giveaways? What?
Oh, at the
At
wild
least
the wild
50.
That
wild
was like
dinner.
a month ago, though, right?
No, last
I
night.
passed
No,
it to
month
the
ago.
right. The left.
It was at least 50.
So y'all forgot the primer. We don't allude to time.
No, we do. No, it was the wild game dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I
6 weeks ago.
I really
Yeah.
wanted the four gun,
We're good.
the ATF. And I don't know, they brought in, you got 4 guns if you won that raffle.
really.
Yeah. One was a 44
pick.
Magnum.
Oh, I want one of those so bad.
My brother has the old Dirty Harry, and shooting that thing to me is a nightmare
There
because
are-
it's the kick on it is just like a fucking mule.
I will say this: I've shot the Judge, which is a 410.
He's one of those too.
They're fun, but they are not good for skeet. I have tried. They're terrible for skeet.
Well, you're using a pistol. It doesn't have the long barreled.
It does not.
Well,
No.
my brother had a 44 single action.
Oh, that it's like half the fun.
That's a
gone.
cowboy. That's
no,
a
no.
cowboy gun right there.
Yeah, I mean, you
With
there's some cowboy
with a
fun.
6-inch barrel.
I still want it.
And
Don't get me wrong.
he got deer with it.
nice.
But if you go down 94, where the there's a big sports complex on 94 heading south.
If we're going south, sports cup.
In they got the camper place. Mm-hmm. Okay, on the other side of the road, there's a big sports complex.
Yeah.
Okay, just north of there,
shit.
there's a company called Boy, shit, when you get old, you hate sometimers.
It's not. It's not the beer or any of the whiskey or
No.
anything
No,
we've
it's,
had. Bourbon. I'm sorry. Oh God,
It's
I
truth.
called it whiskey.
Magnaport.
Bourbon. Oh, Magnaport. There's a Magnaport in town here,
He's talking about a different one. God damn it!
but there's one right in town.
Is there? Do they
Jeff, I
you
want
take
to
your
say,
gun in and get it magnaported?
Oh no, they do engines.
No. He does guns.
Way to keep on topic,
I'm
Johnny.
familiar with.
And you
yeah.
could take you
It's his
could
first
take,
time.
You could take that 44 Magnum, take it
That
to
removes
them.
half the fun to me, though. Half the fun of shooting a gun is the recoil.
I don't know how they can drill pinholes, but they drill pinholes.
Small
and you
drill
can take
bits.
that 44 Magnum
And it floats. Yeah.
and fire
Oh,
6
no,
times.
yeah, that-
yeah.
No recoil.
That Dirty Harry. I mean,
It
that
removes half
thing's
the
like
fun, though, man.
thing's like nearly 2 feet long. And you shoot that, and it's just like,
And there is no recoil.
oh
That's.
no!
I've got 2 guns on my bucket list. I want the Colt Python 357 Magnum, and I want the Colt Anaconda.
I got to tell you a
44
story.
Magnum.
I
want one of each.
You got to
so
hear
bad.
this.
I want the Rick Grimes gun, man.
This is a long time ago because I'm 78 years old.
78 years young.
70 or 78? Did you say?
78.
How are you 78?
I had a birthday. But I was on the
I don't
reserve.
believe it.
I was on the reserve police force in Centerline.
Okay.
And this is back when Kmart sold guns.
R.I.P. in peace, Kmart. I loved Kmart when I was
wait
a
till you
kid.
hear
I'll
this.
cheers to Kmart. I miss Kmart.
You're not
man.
going
I
to.
agree.
You guys aren't going to believe this. I walked into Kmart,
There
goes over to the gun case,
to Kmart.
and they got a Smith & Wesson's 357 Magnum, 6-inch barrel, $57.
I'm sorry. What?
A Smith & Wesson,
We used to be a proper country.
$57. 44 Magnum. I mean, 357 Magnum, shoots 38, 6-inch barrel, 57. That's all it was.
I'm gonna need a minute myself. Don't look over here. You don't want to see this.
You see a grown man cry.
And at the time, I didn't have a really good job at the time.
That I understand.
I was married, had just been married, so I couldn't afford to buy it right then. And after that, Kmart quit selling guns. But I couldn't believe.
I remember going to the Kmart here in town. So we're in Richmond, and Richmond used to have a Kmart. And I'm not even kidding. And anybody who's been on Facebook will remember this. I remember this Kmart when they had a deli. I remember eating soft pretzels from the deli at Kmart.
You walk right straight to the back.
Yep. It was you go in and it was to the left. I remember doing that. I remember the blue light special thing that was.
Always.
I could tell you the layout, man. You go down the main alley, you go to the left, there was the shoes. You go right when you walk into the right, there was the jewelry counter. I remember sporting goods because that's where I spent most of my time. Was looking at guns and ammo.
A neighbor
in
of
that
ours
store.
worked there.
I miss the hell out of that place, man.
No, I hate to segue us from firearms and Kmart nostalgia back to the fact that we're drinking New Glarus Spotted Cow, which we did not actually get to specify entirely.
That's true.
It's pretty good.
I like it. Yeah,
It'd be better if it was cold. If it's cold, you get a lot more maltiness out
You
of it.
can join in
Little bit,
anytime, Daryl.
But so this is New Glarus Spotted Cow from Wisconsin.
we're too important. We're not important to what he's got going on his phone.
Well, in the risk of interrupting Daryl's dick pic stream, listen, he's researching for Daryl'sDildos.com. He's doing this for us. All right.
He could talk and defend himself. It's his own fault for not
Fuck
talking
that
at this
shit.
point.
That's
That's the point. Daryl'sDildos.com.
I'm going to read the description of this beer.
When you need to fuck your own shit up, Daryl'sDildos.com.
I'm going to read this because I assume that you guys didn't read it when you drank it. So
He was right. The guy that was here before me, you got a nice voice.
thank you. Thank you. It's very velvety, I guess.
I'll play the same audio for you when he's done.
There's not been one, but several times that I was molested and groped and then told about my voice, and never has it been.
That's because you were yodeling in the valley.
Well,
You liked it and you know it.
I get that reference. That's Kid Rock song too. You ever heard his
Last
Yodel
detail.
in the Valley? Yeah,
Yodeling in the valley.
I was a teenager when that came out. Anyway, so New Glarus Spotted Cow. Boy, howdy. You guys drink beer? I drink beer. All right, so Wisconsin's original farmhouse ale is an artisan brewed and canned by the hardworking employee owners here in New Glarus. Spotted Cow adheres to the Reinheitsgebot, the German beer purity law. The purity law using only 4 all-natural ingredients: yeast, hops, water, and malted barley.
What the hell's an artisan?
Someone who's an artist. I guess it's just like
You got to draw a picture of a beer?
Artist on what?
Art comes in many platforms.
No, think about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Daryl's a beer artist. He
what's that song you sing?
Oh, which one? There's a couple of them.
Something about the...
Something about down and dirty? No.
No, there's a song that gets sung, and we all wonder what the hell does that mean?
Oh, the real estate novelist.
Yeah, what the hell's a real estate
Piano
novelist?
Man.
You know, that's funny. That's the second time Piano Man's come up today.
He writes for sale. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, because time is an illusion.
We Googled this. It's a guy that writes stories about real estate.
They can write about it. I mean, there's a whole, category on Pornhub about real estate. It's like
Oh,
yeah, real estate agent comes to show you something, and it's like, oh well, the pizza man is here all of a sudden. This is weird. I ordered extra sausage. I don't. This beer is better cold. I'll give New Glarus. It's
Actually, it's not
But it's
bad
still good
warm.
and warm.
oh, it's good as fuck.
so did he finish it?
No, I didn't. I'm done. I'm not going to
Finish
read the rest
reading?
of the can.
Well, all right. I read it last time. You got to read it to redeem that I didn't.
You want me to
read it
pick up
very
where I
well.
left off?
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
All right.
I
I'll
will
do that
mute
for you.
every other one of us here.
Yeast remains in the can to enhance the fullness of the flavors. It is naturally cloudy. Expect this ale to be fun, fruity, satisfying. You're in Wisconsin when you see the Spotted Cow.
Oh, no.
Only in Wisconsin, Daniel and Deborah Carey.
So I'll say there was a bar in Minnesota that put their beer on tap, and they actually got federal charges against them
Really?
I love
because
that.
it's not allowed outside of Wisconsin.
That is so sad to me.
Isn't Minnesota got walls? Isn't that the ex-governor?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Scott, I don't.
He's the one that's going to beat up all the Republicans because he's tougher than them.
All I know is my dad might be going up that way in the next couple months.
And have us bring Spotted Cow.
I told him I'm gonna say you got to stop at a gas station.
Several
look for
cases.
anything by New Glarus.
I will
Just need
buy.
you to get some stuff for
I'll
me.
buy a case. It's kind of like Yingling. If somebody can bring back Yingling Amber, like I will gladly buy
Yeah.
cases of it. It used to be like that for Three Floyds too.
Yeah.
Before they finally distributed here, we would go down there and we would bring back.
I want their liquor. I want to try Three Floyds liquor.
If they would
stuff.
pay the right people, they could get it anywhere they wanted.
And isn't that
It
unfortunate?
doesn't make sense that Yingling isn't available here.
Yeah.
That is
Pennsylvania.
true. It's been here
But
so
you can get
long.
it in Florida.
Yeah. Well, it's our
But if
our
you go
distribution
to
laws.
Toledo, you can get it.
Our distribution laws in Michigan are kind of fucked. They're getting better, but they're still so
Well,
far.
Myers-
We've talked about it a bunch of times. It's a monopoly that's
I
controlled by a
started down
bunch of
another
big
path.
dickheads.
Supposedly Myers was supposed to start carrying it
I remember
along
hearing
the
that.
Ohio,
Yeah.
Well, because
Ohio border.
Yeah, because at least when I worked for Meyer years ago, it was like the tri-state. It was like Michigan, Ohio, Indiana,
Yeah.
So it would make sense that Meyer would be the first ones to carry it, but the distribution laws in Michigan are fucking stupid.
So there's one I'm still trying to track down, and I've been trying to track it down for years, and I started down the rabbit hole again actually last night. All right, this morning about 4 a.m. Arrogant Bastard partnered with Jägermeister and made a beer, and I've been trying like hell to find that.
Stone Brewery.
Yeah, and I've been trying
California.
like hell to find one of those, and I have not yet been able to locate it. But
Well,
I
was
started
it a
Googling
seasonal or like a limited release?
It was a limited release.
They might not do it anymore.
And they don't. It according to Untapped, it's a discontinued one. I found a few places online that say they have it in stock, but there's so many places that will not ship to Michigan. It's hard to find a lot of that.
Yeah, it's again
Blame
our
it all on
distribution laws.
Whitmer.
Exactly.
Trust me, the distribution laws have been fucked for a long time. They even the distribution in Michigan was largely monopolized by one or two companies, and when craft beer started to become more popular, some of the smaller breweries like Shorts wanted to start an independent distribution, and all the big business, you know, the people behind like InBev and everyone stepped up to try to stop it, including Bell's, that cunt. Larry Bell decided that he wanted to join the because he was the biggest brewery in the show. So like, why would he want to let these smaller breweries distribute?
No competition. Yeah.
So he joined in with the big companies.
Are you
'cause
winking
he was
at me?
one of them.
Yes.
So.
No, I was just thinking, we did get a change, though, to how many barrels can be distributed. So 3,000.
It was
what
1,000 before.
Yeah, it went
So
to 3,000.
3,000 is pretty good
But
because
he
that's a lot of
fought
beer.
it the whole time.
Yeah, because he's a ruthless capitalist. He's not a brewer, and hey, I can't blame the man. You know, he's gotten to where he's gotten because of that. But
Speaking of brewer, crack
yeah,
it.
so
Crack it, brother.
our beers are empty, and this was one of the ones I know we haven't had.
I got to friggin' hiccups.
that I grabbed.
There's raccoons on there, and they're cute.
Hiccups don't exist. You don't have hiccups. They don't exist. You can't possibly have hiccups. It's silly. It's weird.
Except for Johnny.
Did it scare you? Did it stop?
Hiccups are a leftover remnant of when we were
That might
fish
have
and we
worked.
had gill. Yeah, it's fucking weird because it
Isn't
does
that
work.
spooky?
Have I told that story? Yeah. So I watched this.
I mean, I'm sitting here hiccuping. He says that, and I'm going,
yeah, yeah.
I'm not hiccuping.
So it is a like.
I love the third episode. There's so much bullshit.
There
that goes on
are
here.
weird
It's great.
theories around how hiccups happen, but like one of them is that like it is part of like our reflux from when we were fish.
I'm wondering, does this work for erections?
What are you trying to say? You don't have an erection?
There's something called the blue pill for that. You're fine.
Will it happen? But no, I watched this YouTuber, and he's like, I thought it was stupid too. He's like, someone just said, well, you don't have hiccups; they don't exist. You know, you can't have hiccups; it's not possible. And so I watched that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit on this information.
works.
And then my wife had hiccups like 2 weeks later, and I just walked up to her and looked her right in the face and said, look at me. I said, you don't have hiccups; they don't exist. And they stopped, and she still refuses to believe in it. But 3 times now, I have stopped her hiccups by just telling her, you don't have hiccups. Hiccups aren't a thing. They don't naturally exist. It's something in your brain. Like
I have
it's this
such a bad
old.
joke. I want to make.
Now what she's got to do is walk up to you and say, you don't have a limp noodle?
Not in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Apply the right. Anyway, so Prairie Artisan Ales.
I fucking love this guy.
Yeah, we like Prairie here. Prairie's good. Prairie Artisan Ales. This one's called S'mores Stuffed. So S'more Stuffed is a s'more like you make on the fire. You roast a marshmallow. It's S'more Stuffed. STUFT. Stuffed.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is a bourbon.
I wish people could see his facial reaction.
This is a bourbon barrel aged with Oreo cookies, cocoa nibs, vanilla, and toasted marshmallow flavor.
Holy shit!
Holy cow, my rectum's puckering.
That's how you know it's good, when you get a butthole pucker. Or when you know you're scared. It's a very confusing response.
Or excited.
I'm scared to taste
A
it.
very confusing response.
I'm scared to taste it.
So the artwork is super cute. It's got like all these little animals and this fat dude eating marshmallows.
Would you stop talking and open it?
In the mic.
Someone's
Okay.
excited.
I'm going to do this with a lighter because I don't have my bottle opener. So we're
I
doing
got a
this with
bottle
Bic.
opener. You want a bottle opener?
Yeah, the Bic will work.
That was a good break.
Yeah. As long as I have a Bic, if you use those cheap like clear lighters,
They explode.
yeah.
It's great.
oh,
I'm excited.
the bottle smells.
Oh, it's a darkie.
it's motor oil.
That's a lot.
It's
good.
very thick. It's very thick.
Go that way.
Oh, man.
You got to patch the dusty to the left.
I try to keep it away from the recording equipment. This shit's expensive to replace.
Now it's
come on.
it smells it smells a little boozy, and I don't know if I saw the ABV on the bottle here.
I think you said like 14.
Oh, 13.2%.
Yeah.
How come? I thought all beers should have to put that on the can, but they don't.
You don't have to put it on.
I thought they were supposed
This
to.
one did. It's 13.2.
Holy shit. That smells good.
It does smell very rich. It smells like dessert.
Yeah.
I need a moment. That's really good.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell what I'm smelling.
Chocolate.
That's actually really good.
That's amazing.
It's got
That's what she said.
that sweetness from like the bourbon tannin concepts.
It's got the
But
roasted
it's
marshmallow.
subtle. It doesn't have the burn like the bourbon we did last week.
It is roasted
Holy
marshmallow and
shit.
chocolate. Like that is a s'more. I could use a little more of the graham cracker. I get a
Oh
little.
yeah, that is a s'more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a graham cracker to add that flavor is kind of tough in a beer.
I'm very picky.
I get enough of it.
When it comes to marshmallow and beer, in any beverage, I'm very picky about it. This is very subtle. It's not overpowering.
It's not heinously
fake.
sweet
Yeah.
like a marshmallow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not fake like all the fake.
Did you say
vodka
anusly
bullshit.
or anusly?
Yes. I'll leave that up to the listeners. Now, I love Prairie makes great beer.
Holy
and
crap, that's good.
This is as good of a s'mores beer. I've had a lot of s'mores beers. We've had
Same.
s'mores beers.
Oh, yeah.
This.
I think this is number one.
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
I would easily say that.
I normally don't like dark beers. I don't like stouts. But if you have a few of these other shit that we've been drinking,
Yeah. They go down smoother. don't
this
they?
isn't bad.
Yeah.
I love when people make those comments, and I will. Cheers to that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That is
It's a little dry, which is nice because it's not.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
really sweet.
That sounds like a personal problem. They make lubricants. We talked about Vaseline earlier. We've already covered lubricants. We're well beyond that. I'm pleasantly surprised. I like that it's
That's
not
really good.
for being a s'more like you expect chocolate and marshmallow. Like that's a lot
Yeah.
of sugar. You kind of think that this is going to be sweet, but it's not.
That's so well balanced.
It's sweet in the right way.
yeah.
Man, you taking notes, Daryl? We need a s'more stout now.
I've made one.
Yeah, I know, but like do it again.
This is better.
Was it any good?
Shut up.
And
It
also,
was actually really good.
and also, it was really tasty.
really
But also
See,
put it on nitro.
But my problem is I normally don't like them, so I don't try them.
But the difference is
Bro, they
Bourbon
sell
barrel-aged.
flights. They sell samplers.
like
you can
that
try a
adds a
little bit
good
of
flavor
everything.
to it.
I'll buy you the bourbon barrel if it means I get some beer out of it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm in.
You fill up one of my 5-gallon kegs.
I'm good. The barrel's like $400.
I know how much they are.
for that.
Yeah. Well, last time we bought barrels, like we bought 15-gallon barrels, and they were only like $48, and so we bought 2 of them.
I need one.
They were. This
I
was.
can't tell you
this
why, but I
was.
need
This was 10 years ago,
Oh, damn.
and they were rye whiskey barrels, and so I did a double rye stout which said chocolate rye and regular rye, and it was so funny when I was here Friday. I was telling this story about barrel aging beer, and so we had 6 guys at the brew party. So, we each did 5-gallon batches. So 3 dudes did 5 gallons each. 3 dudes did 5 gallons for the other barrel, and we did my rye stout between 3 of us, and then the other guys did an imperial brown. And of my group, of my 3, me and my one friend, we came in exactly at gravity. We were off by like 0.01 point, 0.02
shit.
point.
Nice.
The third dude, homie, came up like fucking 2 entire points off. Like we were shooting for like 1.8 or something, or 1.75, and he's at like 1.5. And I'm like, how the fuck? We all stood here together with the exact same grains from the exact same place and the exact same measurements and with the exact same equipment and the exact. But every brew day, I swear to God, that dude was always off gravity. I don't know how he managed to do it, but we had many brew days. We were doing it like every other month for years.
I guess
He always were off on gravity. I don't.
Is he
be my
higher or
only
lower?
guess.
Yes,
Just everywhere.
usually lower. Lower.
My guess would be either too much dilution or his shit was broken.
We're using the same shit though. That's the thing. Like we're using the same burners because we bought our burners from Adventures in Homebrewing. We got their modified turkey burners that are like 160,000 BTU.
Yeah.
They fucking rock.
Edelman?
You can. They're modified. They're basically just modified turkey burners. They're turkey burners where they just opened the
jet-
fucking
jet burner.
Yeah. Oh, they.
Yeah. Okay.
And we all 3 had
always wanted an
their
Edelman.
kegels. The old kegs that they turned into brew kettles. So we all had the same fucking shit, but somehow this dude managed to just magically never be on gravity. And he made some great beer, but couldn't repeat it.
Bummer. I've always wanted an Edelman, but I could never afford one.
I was
So I got
when
a
we were
boyfriend.
down at Angel's Envy, because they make bourbon,
Bourbon.
and I didn't know that there was such restrictions on how to make bourbon.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of people
yeah.
that say they're bourbon, but they're not. They're not really bourbon.
No, you have to have a specific amount of like 51% corn.
At least, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
That's
but
minimum.
there's
Yeah.
more than that. It has to be aged in a new charred
oak.
barrel.
Yep.
Can't be used again. It can only be used once.
It's a lot of the Scotch,
And thank God for that,
bourbon
because we
barrel
get to
age is
buy
really
those barrels to put beer in.
Right.
Goddamn
No.
right.
And we were down there, and he says, thankfully, a lot of the winemakers are buying their
Oh, yeah.
barrels for aging wine.
Wine and Scotch. A lot.
So
of the
you could go
Scotch
down there.
bars.
You
Yeah.
might be able to go to Angel's Envy and buy barrels.
We've seen them on the list. They were on the list.
Yeah, well, one of my favorite beers is Salt River barrels, right?
River Salt.
River Salt barrels.
Which out of French, or
Oh
the
my
French
God.
fortified wine
I
barrels.
found one.
He forgot.
You found a River Salt barrel.
$2,000.
Oh my God.
You're
Yeah.
kidding.
We need a GoFundMe
do
set
it.
up. I'm not going to set it up, but if someone wants to set up a GoFundMe, Starcraft Brewery.
We can
will
talk
brew
about that
a
off
beer
air. We
with
can talk
that.
about the
I
math.
wanted to, but that's not shipping either.
So how
God.
many 750 ml bottles is in that keg after it's done?
We'd have to talk and look.
Yeah, because
But that's not shipping either. So it's going to be over $2,000 to get that barrel here.
Jesus.
well,
Where's it
barrel.
coming from?
My Weller's barrel.
France,
My Weller's
Southern
barrel.
France.
My Weller's
can't
barrel
drive there and
cost
get
me
it for
100
'em.
bucks.
Amen.
So
That sounds
I
good to
know
me.
any French people.
No,
Little bit of a difference.
well, the Dark Lord. We drink a lot of Dark Lord because it's one of our favorites.
Javelin.
The Piers Javelin was a variant that I brought on, and Daryl has been absolutely in love with. And it's a Russian Imperial Stout. It's like a 15% alcohol stout that was aged in fortified wine barrels from. And this again, we could be pronouncing this wrong because it's French, and I don't know. It's River Salt, which is like a River Salt. It could be. It's a southern French winery that makes the fortified red wines, and
that beer was amazing.
Do you guys know
was
what
good.
fortified means?
oh yeah, they're
liquor
heavy.
added.
They're very stronger wine.
Stronger alcohol added to what you're drinking.
What was that? We were just talking about this with Maureen and Steve. A fortified wine. What is it? They add Scotch
Yeah.
to their wine,
It's stronger something added
and
to
that makes it fortified.
Yeah.
The wine is fortified because you put Scotch in it.
Yeah.
I wonder how they do. Maybe we should look up their process. We never looked into it. We
Make your
just-
own barrels here.
Yeah. And I keep saying it, but I still have not gone through my variant collection in deep enough research to see if I even have another bottle of that. But I could probably
this
sell it
is
to
gonna be
Daryl
like
for a mint.
It's gonna be like a year from now. Jim's gonna own a controlling interest in the brewery because he gave
For one bottle.
Listen, all I hope is that one day
As long as he's working, I don't care.
enough people listen to us that Three Floyds will let us broadcast from Dark Lord Day. That's
Well,
my goal
hopefully
in
with
life.
I'm in.
the World Food Competition coming up.
That'll be fun.
I'm working on that.
I know.
I'm
would love
working
that.
on
That
that.
might
We
happen.
had Lois on a couple episodes ago. As of the recording, I've been in contact with them, and their PR team's supposed to reach
Although-
back out to us.
I told her our goal was to get kicked out. She says, please don't.
There's a part of me that would love to do that, but there's an even bigger part of me that says that's very disrespectful. Let's
Yeah, we
not
can't do
try
that.
to get kicked out. Let's try to do it professionally.
It
and
might still
responsibly.
happen, but
I can't guarantee it won't, but let's do our best. If it works out the way I'm hoping, let's do our best. Come on, guys.
You don't have to convince me. I'm the responsible
We're
one.
both looking at you.
Well, you drink more than anybody.
What am I, Johnny?
No. I'm gonna say you're wrong on that one, brother.
Yeah, I'm constantly trying
I'm just
to
teasing.
rein him in. You know.
When he brings up the clam, that's when I know I've had too much to drink.
All right,
I haven't
so
brought the keys out in a while either.
What?
The keys.
we ran out of.
Oh, keys, yeah.
It's kind of sad we ran out of that prairie. I wish we would have had a second one of that because that was actually really
That
good.
was really good. Oh. Oh,
you're so
I'm slightly
talented.
nervous.
Thanks. I got a lot of practice. So this is one I actually couldn't remember if we've had this before, but shocking, it's from Three Floyds.
Oh, no
I know
way.
we've had their
Three
Oktoberfest
Floyds,
before,
who are they? We've never heard of them.
but this one's different. Was it the Munsterfest?
Oh yeah, we had this one.
I feel like we had their.
Let me see what it looks like.
Yeah, I think they had other
We definitely
Oktoberfest.
had this one.
oh yeah.
I could have swore we had a different Oktoberfest from them, but either way, it was back there. It was in the bottle selection. We needed to drink it, so
I'm okay with this.
we had some other beers lined up. But
Yeah, this one's good.
Three Floyds can do no
Looks
wrong.
good.
I'm hoping it ages well.
This one's very malty, very smooth.
That's what she said.
She was a good woman.
Smooth and
I
malty.
fucking love Marty. We gotta have him
Smooth and malty.
And he says smooth and fishy.
Whoa! No, you don't want fishy.
We have to.
I caught that last week. Ah.
Either throw it back or keep it.
That's the decision, right?
Like, you're already
Don't
this
eat
far.
that. It's got bones.
You're already this far. Like, keep it, throw it back.
So I think we need to get a mini fridge to start putting these in, because some of these, like
We
this
have
one,
a giant cooler in the back. We should throw it in there.
well, this one and the New Glarus both would have been better cold.
Agreed.
I like the color.
I like warm beers. I can't help it.
Fuck's wrong
It's
with
got
you?
a nice deep
It's got an
amber
excellent
color.
clarity.
See, it has a caramel taste to
Holy
me.
shit! I almost knocked that over. That would not have been good.
That's what I like about
And
it.
if it was cold, you probably wouldn't taste that.
I don't taste caramel.
Like a caramely, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's drier when it's warm.
it's a
It would
very
be
good
less
clarity.
dry. What's a large brewery? I'd imagine a lot of them clarify.
But I got a problem because most beers I drink are either flat or warm. I don't drink much cold beer.
Yes, you
The
do.
fuck's wrong with
You
you?
drink a ton of cold beer. I've been here.
Yeah.
On like a
I've
day.
watched you at karaoke night.
Your Facebook message last night
Watch
was
where
like,
I pull most of it from.
Well, when you show up from the back, I don't know if you were pouring it from the front. Like we don't know these things. It's like on my anniversary, like the
wait, you're switching from the
1.21
back to the
gigawatts.
front. I mean,
You're asking for
That's
yeast
the taint.
infection.
The taint.
But like so in
that's in between.
on my bachelor party when we came here, like it was kind of impromptu planned.
You had a bachelor party here?
Yes.
kinda, yeah.
I think it was in an inadvertent bachelor
Yeah,
party.
I've told
I wasn't
I've told
there.
more or less part of the story before, but like we got engaged and then found out like the next day my mom had like terminal pancreatic cancer. So my wife and I decided to
Way to
after
bring
getting
the
engaged, we're just
conversation
like
down.
we're just gonna get married 2 weeks from now. And so I texted my friends and I'm like, it was like on like a Tuesday or something. I'm like, hey, do you guys want to hang out Friday? I'm getting married tomorrow. And so
It was a karaoke night.
quite accidentally.
That's
because-
before I was coming to karaoke because
I
I
was
didn't
saying,
know.
Well, no, this was-
When we were
like
doing the spinning and you won pictures.
Yeah. Yep.
So
So
kept winning pictures of beer.
this was right about when I started.
I'll get to all
yeah.
those
All right.
details.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I missed all this.
We went to the restaurant and we went to Hamlin and we had dinner, and the plan was just we'll have dinner, maybe a beer or two. We're gonna stop at the brewery. We're gonna have a beer. Then we're gonna go back to my house. We're gonna play some board games. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna fucking get stoned. It's gonna be cool. And so I come here, and we're walking in the door, and like I'm literally walking in the door, and the DJ at that time was like, oh, and here's Jim with Santeria. Like I didn't even walk in the door. He had my shit queued up because he saw me coming, and so I was like, okay, yeah, so I'll sing this song. And me and the boys, we had the table, and
I haven't heard you do that in a
we're
while. You
spinning.
can do
Yeah,
that.
I'm not that good at it.
Do it tomorrow.
It turns out
Do it
it's
tomorrow.
terrible. No, I'm not gonna do it. So
join you.
we're spinning the
Be
wheel,
terrible together.
and the wheel gave you the genre of song, and then the DJ would pick the song you'd sing. So you might not know it.
That was
you know.
Aaron. Aaron was doing it then. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and it was. I had fun with it. I love the wheel. I say bring back the fucking wheel.
No, I hate the wheel.
But well, then don't spin it. You don't have to.
You don't
I
have
don't
to.
spin the wheel. I hate
Good.
the-
I would spin it once in a while. I would
But
not spin it once in
we
a while.
would spin the wheel,
I'm down for
and
a
like
spinner, but not...
you spin the wheel, and if you sing the song, you win the prize. And we kept winning
Wait, there's prize.
pitchers of beer and glasses of beer, and at that time,
And it wasn't even out yet.
the 121 gigawatts wasn't even out yet.
I love
And
that
Daryl
one.
would just say, "Here, let me take your mug," and he'd go in the back and he'd come back and he'd give me this beer, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's really good." And I had the other boys say, "Oh, that's really good." Well, we didn't know it was like fucking like 8% IPA, and he kept giving us pictures of beer, and like one of the guys didn't even like, he's not really even a drinker, and he'd have like one beer, and then he won a pitcher, so we'd all drink it, and like we ended up going back to my house like after multiple pictures and multiple pints. My nephew had been waiting at my house for 2 hours, just sitting there with my dog. Well, he's hanging out with my dog. He's good.
Your dog's cool. I like your dog.
And and then we sit down at the table, try to play board games, and like we're just fucking
3
hammered.
sheets to the wind.
Yeah,
I did
And
a good job, though.
You did. My wife told me, she says, don't show up to our wedding hungover. You're not supposed to have a bachelor party the night before you get married.
Drunk's not hungover.
Yeah. Well, and I'm like, I thought that the whole point of the bachelor party was it was always the night before you get married. Like that's the point. And I woke up, I went there, I smoked a joint, had a Coors Light, and I was ready to get fucking married. I was pleased as much. And then as soon as we were done, exchanging our vows, I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this crying shit. We're going right to my father-in-law's bar. I'm like, I got a bottle of Yellow Spot. We're drinking Yellow Spot, and it was a good time. I was happy. I got to have the wedding I wanted to. I wanted a very small wedding. I didn't want a big ass party, so it was cool. I liked it.
I've been to a number.
But Daryl tried to ruin it as best as he could.
I tried to help you.
I've been to a number.
And
of,
you did.
Trying to be a good friend.
You did.
I've been to a number of bachelor and bachelorette parties. I've only been.
He was the
Were you
stripper at the
That-
bachelorette party.
I've been-
He dressed in a cop uniform.
I just can't
and-
imagine you at a bachelorette party.
And he's just
There were
doing
combo
the
parties. I've been kicked out of one bachelor party.
I thought it was the bachelorette.
The moves were too hot. They couldn't handle
Oh,
it.
shit, you got a
It
customer.
all jiggled.
You got a customer. I think we've seen that guy before.
Yeah, like 3 weeks
no.
ago.
I don't know what it is, but I'm excited.
He threatened me with this bottle.
He brought something.
Oh, that
Do you want
looks.
to try it real
my
quick while we're here? We should all try it.
I have.
I'm for it.
Mike from 3 weeks ago just walked in with a Jameson IPA.
Jameson IPA barrel. I've never tried it.
What?
Jameson?
IPA barrel Jameson. I've never tried it. I've been afraid to try it because I love Jameson.
He only came back because he forgot his jacket.
and I hate anything. I don't like barrel aged IPAs. Like we've known this from the
I'm
podcast.
excited.
And I know me and Marty are Jameson
Smells
fans.
like rubbing
Wow.
alcohol, though.
You sure? You sure don't want to
You're
try
not
one with this,
kidding.
Mike?
Yeah, that's...
Thank you.
There ought to be a law against this.
I'll try to enjoy it. We're gonna see here in just a moment.
I'm gonna at least do that to you, sir. But thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, so
I'm gonna pour a little bit more.
It doesn't smell like Jameson. It smells like rubbing alcohol to me.
it smells like Jameson Light to me. Like I do
you want
get
it,
Jameson.
Do you want it back?
No, he brought it for me to drink because I told him I like Jameson.
Oh,
And I've been hesitant to try it.
we're spending the weekend together.
Not drinking this, we're not.
Based on the rest of the conversation, I ain't gonna be there.
Before we drink it,
Weekend's over.
before we drink it, I'll preface this
yet.
with like that, like as a Jameson fanboy, like I was always just give me Jameson. I was hesitant to try the stout barrel, and what the cap. Oh.
I want you to read the description.
I was hesitant to
I
try the
see
stout
words.
barrel, and I tried the stout barrel. The stout barrel was good. I was hesitant to try the orange, and someone gave me the orange tea shot, and those were
Orange
good.
tea's
That was
good,
Gary.
Yeah, I know. It was on my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, is that good?
But oh damn it! All right, I'll try it. I'll try it.
Man.
Does that mean I have to read it?
I'll read it.
I'm gonna concede to Jim to read before I sample.
You know what? It tastes like Jameson, but with
It's
less
smoother.
bite. Yeah, it's less bite.
It's smooth.
Listen,
It's a killer.
It's light.
I'm angry that this isn't bad. All right, so this is finished in 8D. It's from 8 breweries, so 8D IPA barrels. Cask Make series is a result of a collaboration with our neighbors and 8D Brewing. They borrow our casks to age their fine Irish pale ale, and we then finish our signature whiskey in their IPA seasoned oak barrels. The result? The classic smoothness of Jameson with a note of hops and light and crisp finish. I got to be honest.
No, we're gonna split what's left.
I got to be honest. That is a very accurate description. Like I don't think it's hoppy in the way you think a beer is hoppy, but like you get some of that kind of like tanniny, like the bitter notes.
I agree.
That
with
like a barrel imparts, but like
it's too smooth for Jameson.
it's lighter too. Like I feel like it's lighter.
And it's smooth.
It is.
There's no.
I am upset at myself that I thought I was going to hate this because I hate barrel aged IPAs so much. And
But it's a liquor though. It's not a beer.
I know.
That's really good.
I know, but like you're like, oh, I took a barrel aged IPA, and I'm like, okay, you already started from a point of failure. And then you put Jameson. It's like you mix holy water into your failure bucket, and apparently you can come out with a victory. So I'm eating crow on this one.
It is good.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that at all. I'm super glad that he gave me this bottle. Because
Not expecting.
I'm
that.
actually out of Jameson at home, and now I'm going to drink this. So
Well, I got a bottle of Jameson in the cupboard at home. Carol won't let me open it.
Why the hell not?
She's the boss.
Well, no. So I
mean, I can't
understand.
argue that.
My wife seems to be under the delusion that when I drink Jameson, that I am problematic. But
I could see that.
The one time it happened, I drank 3/4 of a bottle, and then started drinking beer. I was streaming at the time, and it was a Friday night. And the whole point of Friday nights was I would just get really drunk, and I played Dream Daddy. And
What the fuck is that?
Dream Daddy is it's a dating simulator.
For gay guys.
Yes. It's a dating simulator where you move into this cul-de-sac, and like every dad in the cul-de-sac is either a thirsty, closeted, gay dad, or just outwardly
And
gay
that's
dads.
where he got his stream sensation.
Everyone loved Dream Daddy Fridays. That was where I made most of my
I don't
viewers.
want to know anymore.
I don't either.
I don't need to know anymore.
The liquor has numbed my mouth and my thought process because
That was the most fun. I'd have my friends would join on Discord, and they would get to voice different dads. And by this point, I'd already been gaming for 3 or 4 hours and getting hammered. And then we would
I'm
play
down
Dream
for that
Daddy.
part.
Yeah,
I'm not
it
down
was,
for that part.
Oh yeah, you're missing out. It was fun. It was fun.
I do not feel that I'm missing out on that.
It reminds me, P. Diddy got what he deserved.
Yeah. Listen, we had significantly less baby oil on my stream.
I would hope.
No, we had a lot of fun because
I'm concerned to where this is going, and I
at
poured a lot
the
bigger
end of the
pour
day,
than I
like
That is
those.
really good.
I'm surprised.
I don't know.
I did not expect this to be this good, and it's a nice finish to the like interesting stouts and Oktoberfest, and like we did kind of actually have a little interesting gambit of beer here.
That we did.
Nice like amber colored beers, brown beers. Those round
Johnny's
malty
trying
flavors.
to do math and it's hurting his head. I can see it.
Johnny went to Memphis. Math is not his strong suit.
I was homeschooled. I can't read.
Wow. Jameson is
That's good. We're trying to do math.
Jameson
Come
is
on.
the best.
I agree. Jameson is holy water.
Jameson is, as far as I'm concerned, the best whiskey out there.
I couldn't agree more. If I had to drink Jameson and PBR for the rest of my life, I would not be a sad man.
I like green teas and orange teas.
They're good shots.
So I'm not going to say I'm going to complain about Jameson at
I
all.
love Jameson. Yeah. I normally just drink it straight. Like it's just Jameson in a glass, and I might have a beer.
Jameson straight up, no ice.
Yep.
Don't dilute it.
And that was why I got so much in trouble with the wife, is that I was drinking it out of the bottle while I was streaming. And when I was done, it was 2 a.m., and she had fallen asleep on the TV remote. And
How are you in trouble if she passed out? That's her
that's
fault.
what I'm trying to get at
He
here.
had
That's
to
her
find a remote.
failure.
Is like, so yeah,
He
exactly.
got carried away when he was looking for the remote.
I wish I did. I was too drunk to actually think. I just wanted the remote. So I'm like reaching around trying to find the remote, and she got upset that I woke her up, and I'm like, "You're sleeping on the remote." And ever since then, she seems to think that, and I can drink any other liquor. I could drink whiskey of any other variety, but if I'm drinking Jameson, I'm a problem. And I'm like, no, girl, the liquor is the problem. It doesn't matter if it's Jameson, but like, I'll let you live in your delusions.
See, I'm just gonna say, as someone who has no one, I don't have any of these problems.
It's not a problem because I
I'm getting
continue
rid of
to
mine.
do it. It's not trash day.
No, when
Don't
the
do
right when the right woman comes along, it's never a problem.
No. I don't even think it is.
Or it is.
I think she likes to say it's a problem because she likes to tell the story
Well,
of how
she wants to be the
obnoxiously
boss.
drunk I was. Yeah.
She wants to be the boss.
Because she's right, because I was fucked up. And she likes to like, he just throw me, I couldn't get it. Okay, it changes every time.
Well,
What doesn't change is
I
how
don't know if you
drunk
guys
I was.
know. I was divorced. I was married before. Carol's my second wife.
I did not know this.
The mythical second wife.
No, she's the best.
That's what they say there. That's what the mythical second wife. That's the one that's the winner.
Does that mean there's more of your family we have to have on the podcast?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Jake is from my first marriage. My son.
That sounds like we have to have him on.
He doesn't drink.
Oh,
He would not be good to have here.
we could fix that.
I don't think so. You don't know my son.
This is true.
No. When the right woman comes along, you have no choice.
To
You're
mess
done.
your world up.
Yep,
Yep, you're done.
That's
Well,
why I did what I did.
I'll add a cheers to that, and we'll end this on a good note before we all get too
Yes.
fucked up and go too much worse. Just
That's just two Wellers. Hold on.
This was some Oktoberfest.
hey, just say you agree.
You look like somebody that was.
Say very loud, you agree. Say it. Don't ignore me. Come on, just say it.
Don't listen to Johnny.
Oh,
He has
come on.
bad suggestions.
I agree.
Amen.
Well, thank you. Well, cheers to that. Thank you again for joining us, Mr. Marty. It's much
Thank you, Marty. This was fun.
Anytime.
Absolutely. We're going to have to get you back on because we
I will
definitely.
be glad to come back.
We need more stuff. So we got a few stories about the girls, but we're gonna have to get some stories about Carol because she gave a story about you. We have got to get a
The
story about
surprise
you.
Jameson was
But
good.
not today. We'll get that from you later.
I can give you some stories about Carol. Yeah,
oh, we will definitely
forgot
come
about-
back to that.
forgot about the best.
If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer's the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink high gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beer.
Stay frothy, my friends.